Hey cool crafters! When I was recently contacted by Imitations.com to take part in their Clip-On Creativity campaign, I knew right away what I wanted to create was an interchangeable beaded bracelet. Now what makes this project so cool, of course, is you can interchange your clip-on earrings. You just put them on, take them off, and you can create all sorts of different looks. What makes this project so easy is I used the Jewel Loom by Julianna Hudgins. Have you seen this new loom? It is so cool and it's so easy to create your own custom designs. Let's get started. The first step is to gather your supplies. On this bracelet I used 6O beads for the base. You can mix and match your colors, but you do want to keep your base beads the same size. For my loops, I use seed beads. I have a piece of crafting felt to keep my beads from rolling off the table. Have your clip-on earrings handy so that you can measure for placement, and you'll want various sized and colored beads for each loop. I'm using wildfire thread. It's nice and sturdy for use with the Jewel Loom. The loom comes with a long, narrow beading needle, tension wire, needle threader, and instruction pamphlet. To get started, you first need to insert the tension rod. Just press one end through the hole, give the loom a gentle bend, and insert the rod into the other end, and now the loom is held in this curved position. Next, you knot your thread on the back button and pull it up and over one of the notches at the end. Keeping the thread taut, place the thread over a notch at the other end and wrap around the button. For this bracelet, I skipped one notch with each wrap, and I wanted 6 rows across, so I set up the loom with 7 strands. Once you tie off the end, you can gently remove the tension rod, and your threads are nice and taut. The loom still has the bend, so it will be easy to work your beads. I am using a ribbon clasp for this bracelet, so I need to create an end on my bracelet that will make it easier to glue in place. To do that, I have threaded my needle with several yards of thread. I am weaving the needle through the warp threads, and I bring it through, leaving a tail so that I can weave it back in. I am going to keep weaving in and out until I have created several rows of thread. I am checking to see if I have enough rows to glue into the ribbon clasp. Now I'm ready to start my base bead rows. I am right-handed, so it's easier for me to start the bead rows working from left to right, so I'm bringing my thread under and picking up 6 base beads. It's really easy to pick them up off the felt. Slide them up the thread, and pressing from underneath with your finger, they will pop right into the thread channels. To hold them in place, just run your needle through the beads over the top of the warp threads. Bring your thread underneath again, pick up 6 more beads, and run your needle through the beads. 2 rows down. Keep adding your rows until you have the bracelet to the length that you want. Remember that when you measure, you need to take into account the closure. And finish off the other end with rows of just your woven thread. Next, place your clip-on earrings in the center so that you will know exactly how many loops you want to stitch. To create the loops, thread a new length of thread onto your needle, work it through several rows, working your way back to the end of the bracelet. I like to knot my thread on one of the warp threads to secure it. You'll notice that I have come up 2 beads from the side. Now I'm ready to start my first loop. Pick up 3 seed beads, 1 focal bead, and 3 more seed beads, and thread your needle through the first 4 base beads. You have now created your first loop, and you are ready to start the second. Pick up 3 seed beads, a focal bead, 3 seed beads, and thread through 4 base beads. Create your last loop in this row the same way, and keep creating your loops row by row until you reach your clip-on earring.
Repeat for the other side to complete your loops for the entire bracelet. Once you have all your loops complete and your thread ends are snug against your bracelet base, you can cut your bracelet from the loom. Here's what the back or the underside of your bracelet will look like. There are lots of different ways that you can add clasps. Any way you choose, just be sure that all the threads are securely tied or glued in place. You will want to apply some E6000 glue to the thread ends of the bracelet to hold them in place. I apply my glue with a wooden skewer and let this glue set for about 1 hour. Then apply more glue and clamp down the ribbon clasps with your jewelry pliers. For lots more ideas, hints, and specific techniques, you will want to head on over to Julianna and check out her great tutorials. My thanks to Julianna for creating this awesome beading loom, and to Imitations.com for inspiring me with their Clip-On Creativity Design Challenge.
As you can see, it's so easy to create your own stylish bracelet. Anytime you want to interchange these, just unclip them, wear them as earrings, add new clip-on earrings to your bracelet, and you have a beautiful style. I have a super cool giveaway for you today. I am giving away 2 pair of Imitations.com earrings and a Jewel Loom beading loom kit. To enter this giveaway, all you need to do is leave a comment and let me know what you're going to create with these Imitations.com clip-on earrings and your new Jewel Loom. I'm Tiffany Windsor, and I think it's cool to craft.